Anything else before I put it on there?
It's gonna go live.
Man, when I done motherfucking cussing up the snow. It's gonna go live. I'm gonna have to get something else. But yeah, when I done motherfucking cussing up the snow. Can you make it big, the screen big like it would? One on the end. Okay. You got a lot of ceiling.
You gotta prop the bottle up, push the bucket up.
I did, it slid. We had a whole lot of ceiling. I'm trying to see that ceiling. I'm trying to get rid of the ceiling. It's like running behind time too. You know how it was over there?
Mm-hmm.
This
Put the bottle in the bucket and see.
that was, but the bucket was sliding. Let me get something else too. Oh, the bucket is slippery on this thing.
And now it's coming back, catching up. And there we go. Yeah, see, it's catching up to where we were now. Okay, there you go. See, I wait till the camera catch up. It's delayed. It's great catch up.
A whole lot of ceiling. I'm trying to see that ceiling. Trying to get rid of the ceiling. That side right there. It's like running behind time.
Yep. Just tap on it, I guess, the screen. There you go. So, there we go. It should be catching up with us. You know, it's always delayed.
Like that.
Devil is alive. He got to rest out. We can go past a little bit.
Because I can back up something like you right up on it.
It may not be that close. I was bending over towards the camera, so we got chairs when we sit down. It's all about getting it together. Time under
We good. We just pay attention to what time we start. We go
4:30. That's what it was.
Gently lift your head and watch the way.
So we can let it just go ahead and film it to catch up with us. And we just go ahead and go live on our He's catching up. Just filming us anyway.
You're not looking at. Walk towards the edge.
There we go. But it's all right. And with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead on, like I was saying. Today numbers equals 9, and I can give you also the daily wisdom 365 Buddha inspiration for today. And today it says, let's stop now. Yeah, and as I was saying, that was came out to be 9. Thinking of humans being alone is a bit narrow to consider.
It's the Bible. You got the Bible
On the top, she's at the top with a tick on button. See them little 2 buttons at the top? At the very top on the tab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so thinking of humans being alone is a bit narrow to consider that all sentient beings in the universe have been our mother. At some point in time opens the space of compassion. So I'm gonna read it again. I'll read it again for those who haven't had a chance to get it down. I'm going to try one more again. So with that being said, this thing will let me go live. One more again. With that being said, thinking of human beings alone is a bit narrow to consider that all sentient beings in the universe have been our mother. At some point in time opens a space of compassion. So I was doing this thing, he already come over here and give his.
Okay, read it, I'll pay attention. Read it again.
I'll read it again. Just try to get this thing going live here. Got some emails. We gotta learn to be able to be on the same wavelength. There's room for everybody. There's room for everybody.
Nigga mentality.
No, I'm not about that. Okay. Let me go live, but I don't know what's going on with my situation.
What's you on Facebook?
I was trying to go live here, but it ain't allowing me to.
Why not take time?
Okay. Yeah. I want to do that. But I did that anyway. It's cool.
What is saying?
But no, but we on the air here. That's all that matters. That was a lie, just trying to come through. But like I was saying, it said that it was saying that thinking of human beings alone is a bit narrow to consider that all sentient beings in the universe have been our mother at some point in time opens a space of compassion.
Basically, that we for what I'm getting out of that. If you can read it, I can break that as you go, but I'm getting out of that is we're not here alone. You know what I'm saying? Read it again. Basically
sentient beings.
Other beings, sentient beings is other beings.
Sentient beings and sentient beings in the universe have been our mother at some point of time opens a space of compassion. They've been accepting of our way of living, or what you think it's saying?
You said it being our mother at one point in time. So saying other beings, that's the first time I heard that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So with that being said,
and then they putting up with our BS.
Yep, giving us space to, and they showing compassion.
Because
we are some kind of
on this earth tearing the earth up.
Yes, we are. We are some kind of people. Sometimes, We don't know how to act, but you know, we still try to get it together. But hello for all you out there just joining us in here. Sorry to get so late started, but you know, technical difficulties, but we always master to beat out the technical matrix. So if you missed what I said, we were just reading the 365 days of Buddha. See what I'm saying? 365 days of Buddha of inspiration from the daily wisdom book of the Buddha inspiration. And I always review parables to compare to not compare, but basically touch on the same thing. And from Romans 8, Romans 8, as we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Yes, like I say, don't sleep. So, yeah, that was some good echo.
I heard an echo.
It was a vibe. Yeah, that went through the matrix. Yeah, I just woke them up, y'all. I just woke them up. So, yeah, so, you know, with all things considered, you know, we've been sharing this space in the universe with others, with other beings, you know, giants and reptiles and
Shapeshifter, reptilians,
yes.
Palladians.
Yeah, we really want to get down to it. We really have been.
It still is.
Yeah, we still have to share the universe. Yep. So, and basically, me and brother wanted to come to you today to give you a little bit about, because I posted the thing in regards to the blackness, our skin, us being called, as it was called indigenous people, which is indigo. And indigo, as you know, is like a bluish, like a dark blue. And then we would call Negro, which is called a Negro Incremon, something like, let me get my post up, but I'll just check out my post and you'll see what I'm saying. So my thing was the our blackness, and you know, I guess from our last show, she had brought in her book that she did, a contemplation of in Black. So it was some things in there that I wanted to share with you guys that she researched and put in her book as one of her bulletins, where I guess to outpoint these 9 steps of life, tree of life. So let me get that for you. And then brother can talk to you about, you know, how he been and where we been.
I've been good. I've been good. Check 2, 1, 2, mic check. Later on, I'm talking about these trying times we in. You know, because had to talk to a couple of people, counsel a couple of people that's past strong, you know, because they was going through. And pretty much I'm basically telling them that, you know, they're not the only one going through. So I wrote down a couple of little things that I'm basically going to touch on to help people get through these trying times, because it's basically going to get worse. We just at the tip of the iceberg right now. So
what's going
you got to
on?
learn how to buckle up, make that chin strengthen that chin. In case they catch you with one part of the chin, you shake it off. You know what I'm saying? The devil and his demons, they don't like it when you shake it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You remember that record, shake it up, shake it off.
exactly.
Shake the devil off. That's what you gotta do. Matter of fact, you gotta learn how to bob weed. You know what I'm saying?
And with
These
that-
times coming up.
On that other song, ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh no,
We need to go back to the
I got
80s.
to keep it
That's the 90s
moving.
of 2000. Puffy didn't
Mhm.
put that out there. We need more songs like that, because they done switched the whole rap game up. I ain't really hear too much positivity come out the rap game. One dude did something, and he wasn't even a rapper, and it blew up. That's how thirsty we needed that energy. That song said, "I'm living my best life. I ain't going back to forth with you niggas." Yeah, so that blew up because, you know, that's what it was about. So we need some more of that.
Yeah.
So you go ahead, or you want me to go ahead and shoot what I
You,
got?
you go ahead and shoot what you got. I talked enough about the inspiration. I want to hear what your researchers came up to. And I
Yeah,
can bounce off of that and we get back to it.
burn this candle, this forward to, let me see, purple. We got, the creator gave us a lot of tools to help us, work through this
Navigate.
energy.
Yes.
Navigate through it and duck the BS, but a lot of times it ain't really about ducking it. It's about facing it head on, So as soon as I get this right, we're gonna go. Seeing like, Mercury's in retrograde and all this techno shit going on.
Yeah, they clashing because I was trying to upload the Janet Jackson
You see,
documentary
like, half of
last
me-
night.
half of me on that, though.
That's why I was going to get up
I
and
get a little- Yeah, you probably can move
slide
that.
it.
Just turn it, slide it this way. Let me do it real quick.
I got you.
Slide it that way, so. That should be good if we moved it. Give it a minute to catch up though.
Yeah.
In the meantime, in between time. Yeah, basically these trying times, I had talked to a couple of people on the strong pass, they was going through some stuff. So I basically tell them they ain't about really ducking stuff, you can duck it. But when you're going through it, you just gotta take it head on, take it to the chin. You know what I'm saying? And start making your chin more strong because, we just at the tip of this thing, you know what I'm saying? As these changing times. So they was like, but I ain't do nothing, I've been doing good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did nothing to cause this. And what you did to cause it was you was born. You was born into this reality. So sometimes, bad things happen to good people. Well, it's good, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of times you don't have to do something for something bad to happen to you. But when something bad happens to you, I wrote a couple of notes down, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening to my voice right here in 2022, see, we already done made it.
You made it.
We made it here, you know what I'm saying? And that's enough right there, to shout on or to celebrate or throw up the do sign because a lot of people didn't make it. How many people we knew in 2019, 2020, 2021, it's not here in 2022, but everybody know people that have left here. So
Yes.
with that being said, we here. We got another chance to get up and go at it again, because every time you go through something, is to try to find out what's the lesson, what I'm supposed to learn from this, you know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't do nothing to cause me, some people out there, you're out there doing fuckery and you just get the repercussions of it. That's something different, but I'm talking to the ones that's, trying to live right, trying to do right, and then they get caught up. It's a mess, the song we listened to the other day, Life is a Beautiful Mess.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you have to learn how to deal with that mess, but look at the cup half full and not half empty. And what's the lesson? Because this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And once you go through it and you learn the lesson, because you got to realize one thing. You got the devil here and his demons, their job is to kill
Pardon
you.
me.
Their job not to hurt you or make you sad. Their job is to kill you, to get you off of this earth. And the more you fight back, the more you keep getting up. Them demons got to go back to Satan and say, we threw this at him, we threw that at him, but he or she, they just keep getting up. Like he out there you fight, you know what I'm saying? And you hit somebody, boom, they get down, you like, yeah. And then you look at this MF getting back up, you be like, oh, what's driving this dude? That's the same thing. No matter what they throw at you, you know, you
Gotta
gotta
keep on
keep
going.
them, get back up. If you breathing, that's enough right there. You know, because you know, on this earth we go through things. You know what I'm saying? You know, God don't look at how many times you go through it. He look at how many times you get up after you've been knocked down, and then you learn from that. You know, and then when the enemy come back at you with that same stuff, you know how to maneuver,
Mhm.
and then you can get word and help somebody else maneuver through it. You know what I'm saying? So we always say, you know, you made it to 2022, right? You here. That's enough right there to be thankful for. You look at your cup half full, not half empty, because you're not the only one going through something. You look at it as God, how can what you can learn from this, so you won't make that same mistake again. You know, and because like I said, the devil's his thing is to kill you, to take you off this earth. You know, really to get you trapped up in the sins where you can't elevate and move to the next level. You know, while you're on this plane of existence. So now, what's the thing I said? Stop this one. Stop that. So, you know, basically, these are some crazy times we live in. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff happening. So we just gotta stay focused. They're trying to make a food shortage out there. You know, you go into the store, you know, shelves are empty. That's not because it's actually a shortage of food, it's because they create it, stopping the trucks that deliver the food. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, they got the jab going on. You know, they got the booster jab. It's a lot going on. And I've been looking at Phil Valentine last night. He's basically saying that they're trying to get you in the metaverse. And if you took the jab, they already got your DNA up in the metaverse and they got a slot for you. So, you know, that's it's something that's far-fetched, but just look at what's going on around you, how these people acting around. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that should tell you something. So yeah, just keep your head up, listen to some high vibrational music, get out there in that sun. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get you some vitamin D, get that sun, you know, put your feet on the earth. You know what I'm saying? If you got YouTube, you can go listen to them frequencies. You know, you don't got the sound bowl. But there's a lot you can do, but these days the time you're gonna have to motivate yourself. You know, stay away from that negative energy. But when you be in times with the negative energy right there with you, you know, like we just
Gotta find a
experienced.
way to.
You know what I'm saying? You know, don't feed into it. You know, and it shall flee. You know what I'm saying? Um, so with that being said, you know, you just gotta keep your head up. You know, and once you go through it, because like I said, this too gonna pass. You're gonna have the sunny days.
This too shall
And you're gonna have
pass.
the rainy days, but you just going through that rainy days. Just,
Gotta take the joy with the pain.
you know what I'm saying? Like sunshine and rain. Shout out Frankie. Frankie David, you know what I mean?
They coming to town, y'all. So, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I basically wanted to share with with y'all out there.
All
Keep your
right.
head up.
And that was sweet. That was sweet. So, you give us some more little research or thing. Like I said, I was going to dive into something that so before we move on. So basically, to sum up what you were saying, brother, you were saying that we have to use our tools in order to block out some of these things that they're enforcing on us. And I know there's a lot of people, a lot of us as a people really didn't have too much of a choice because we had to make a living. And that was the one way that they strike on the poor people, to force us into these things that we have no choice, which is another way of light controlling, you know what I'm saying? Light controlling, that's what I call it. That's soft martial law. So if you guys don't know what that is, I want you to go and research and find out what martial law is and see if you can compare some of the things that the government is inflicting on us. And you're going to see that's not too far fetched from the truth of what they've been planning on doing and what they've been doing for years. So it's just like he said, they it ain't the beginning. It's just that we get to see the resurface of it because they've been hiding it for so long and they can't hide it anymore. So, and now people are waking up and doing their research and doing their
Due diligent.
due diligence and doing our rituals, and we're doing, everything we have to do to stay focused. And they come back and hit us with something else. They keep creating all these they call it these deltas and coronas. They just keep coming more and more and more and more of new ones that how can viruses have, I mean, I know virus can multiply and generate other things, but this is too fast, it's too much. So it's a game with them, and don't let them game you. So that's what brother's trying to explain to you guys. We don't have to take on this game. I know some of us, fall short and have to do with some of it, like order now, you can't go nowhere in DC without, I went a little hole in the wall, little restaurant that been around for years, but they got the best fish dinners in the world to me. And I'm talking about no other than Georgina's, the Players Lounge on Martin Luther King Avenue.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Shout out to Georgina's. Went in there and had me a nice old-fashioned fish dinner with some cornbread and some cabbage. And you know what I'm saying? And that's a historical landmine. And like you said, we have these hidden treasures in our cities, just like we have them hidden treasures within ourselves. So don't let the government make you feel like whatever you're going through is irrelevant, that you're not relevant in all this irrelevant nonsense that they try to put on you. And we're going to keep on empowering you guys and uplifting you guys to a higher level, because that's why we do everything on 2GO on the next level.
And like you share this video too.
That's right. That's right. So with that being said, and if you missed the show, you can always go to our entities and you can put up the videos, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is 2GO Talk Show. I will upload the show to the time that we did do today. I will upload it to the YouTube channels. And also I want to thank a couple of people who subscribe to our YouTube Talk Show YouTube page. I appreciate you and thank you. And we don't even ask people to subscribe, but thank you. You touch my heart when you have those two that have subscribed. And that's Maeva Blackmell, and it's one more person, Tifa Cole. He's always joining us on our Instagram page every Saturday. He don't miss a show. And but with that being said, I wanted to jump into some things from our guest that was on the show a couple of Saturdays ago. And one thing that I did,
What's her name?
her name is Regina Ray, Regina G. Ray, and her book Contemplations in Black. And that's what I posted on the entity meter today about our melanin skin, about our blackness, and where we driven from, and how strong we are as being that black color. A lot of people think black is negative. No, it's not. If you do your research, it's so strong. That's why they tan themselves and they want to get to our skin color, because they know it's strength in that. It's strength in that darkness of our skin. It's strength in that darkness of our history. It's strength in that darkness of our ancestry. So it's strength. And we carry with you every day. That's why you can let nothing, like brother say, you already got your automatically birth given repel to this world. You already got your repel. Yep. So and these are ways that I found out that I agree with some of the terms that she have researched in her section. It's on page 80, and it was in the Kundalini, and it's the root chakra energy that energizes the Kundalini. I'm sorry, the root chakra, the energy that energizes the third eye, spiritual insight and agnosis. And when I saw that, and then it started to go on to how you sustaining your balance of your, liberations, and your balance brings a state of to you to see new things, new be aware of having new hindsight on yourself.
Mhm.
So, and a lot of these things you can get that building up, like brother was saying, I'm gonna add on to it. And exercising your root chakras and to get your spiritual insights up, you have to sustain your energy. And where you can find sustaining your energy is like anywhere in practice that brings you joy.
Yep.
So that could be in dance, exercise, and fruit, plants, or herbs and minerals of the earth.
Doing things that make you happy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Getting plenty of rest, drinking water, you
Right.
know, protecting your energy, because these days of time, there's a bunch of vampires out here that's sucking it. Like I told you, last Sunday, I was dealing with this person, we're not gonna name names, but, you know, calling them, I was like, up and energetic, got off their phone, angry, mad, and just like to suck the energy through the phone. And I called Kim, good thing she had high energy in her bank.
And reserved.
And reserve.
I can always live my brother some.
And
Yeah.
she got
And
it
vice
on
versa.
point, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Vice
So I had
versa.
to talk back to that person. Yeah, and the party won't be here. They can have a nice whatever. And unless they reach out to me, because I can't do that too much, you know.
And peace
So
be
you gotta
still
protect your
and
energy.
wish you well. Peace be still and wish you well.
Calling on her, wishing well, kiss and tell. Hey, you remember it's a whole lot of
Codes and
codes in these
songs.
songs that we used to sing
Yeah.
back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And it was that magic. But see, that's what they was doing. We were
Mhm.
singing that song. Every time somebody sing that song, that's like an affirmation. We put
Yeah.
it out there, and we getting them that energy. You know what I'm saying?
And, because words
They,
are spelled,
yeah,
songs
whoever
are spelled.
own the intellectual property of them songs or them poems or them movies or whatever that we are giving our attention to, they're getting that energy. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
they
And
are.
they're getting, because we're paying attention, we're paying something with our attention. And attention is new currency. You know what I mean?
Okay, and the second part of sustaining your energy is where you can get your energy. You can get your energy. Here's some examples from a locked, resting, and unreleased forms. Hear me again. Locked, resting, and unreleased forms. Energy begets energy. Action is required. So I think is that basic enough for them to understand? Yeah, because you gotta, in other words, the book says to release, you have to come from a locked resting place, I guess stored, like you just said, the bank.
Yeah.
So,
you know,
and energy beget energy, even though you came to me with something negative and I had enough positive energy to turn it around. So that's what it means by
when you say turn around, that's the word like transmute. You can transmute that negative.
And like it says, energy begats energy.
Yeah.
And action is required. So there it was.
Yeah.
The action, you coming to me and I had the reserve.
I took the action, she had reserve, she got me back up there.
Right.
And you can actually get energy, you can like the rose, the the plant, the rose. That's the love frequency. Love is the highest vibration of them all. You know what I'm saying? So you can take rose and take but you gotta get permission from the rose. If you cut it and pick it, and you can actually put the rose petals in water, right? And you can drink that water and get you that.
Yeah, 'cause you remember I was on that thing. I had I had made the drink for one of our nights out there at the Base Lounge.
Oh, okay.
We had a 2GO rose. It was a drink that we made. Yeah, so with real rose petals.
Yeah, some other stuff too. I'm just talking about pure rose.
Yeah, I added some other things that made it a drink. But I integrated the natural sources of the energy of those rose petals. So we could spread love even on another level. Because we was out there smoking blessing the club down, throwing coins underneath of the and guess what? Now we still have
we still have with the owner.
Yep. So all that was done because we put in the work.
Yep. Energy work.
And so another point she says is, how can you get energy? And she, I guess, formed this up by in her research saying that by unlocking the stored forms of selfless givings.
Yeah, you give back, you know. And saying God loves a cheerful giver,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then when people that's rich, there's something called a philanthropist. What they do is they give back.
Because
They
they know
know they give
come-
it back, that's
mhm.
gonna keep the flow coming.
That's
Because
why.
flow, money, currency is a flow. Currency, you know, we based on the ship, on the water, but you know, the water cycle, basically like when you say you know, when they bank want to do what, freeze your access.
Mhm.
What you do, you freeze, water freeze at a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
turning steam at a certain degree. So, you know, you can do your research. We talked about that previous shows. You
Mhm.
know, we on the ship. You know, and that's why you got mothership, friendship, courtship, ownership. You know what I'm saying? All these ships, you know, because that's what we want to, this matrix based on.
Right.
You know, and the more you find out about words, you learn how you know that words are actually spells and tools that you can use to raise your frequency.
Exactly.
And once you raise your frequency, you're gonna change basically your lifestyle. And that, you know, that's what it is, man.
That's what it's
running
about.
off of numbers and frequencies.
Numbers and frequency. And this is how you can harvest energy. And she has some good points she put in here for us. It says, with proper knowledge and tools studied, and sexual energy for women generate with the dance and body movement, pure diet, sexual energy for men, fulfillment of the ego, constructive and purposeful work, and pure diet. So these are things you can do to help harvest some of your energy. Like you always hear brothers speak that, you know, he's a vegan. And so he harvests his energy, a lot of energy in eating right, you know, putting the right things in his body that trigger other things to do the right thing. So with that being said, again, energy beget energy. So these are ways you can harvest. Like I said, for women, we could generate with dance and body movement and pure diet. And for men is fulfillment of the ego and constructive and purposeful work and pure diet. But to exercise both of these things within both us beings, we do not, and this you can exercise in silence. And that's part of what they call meditation, what I gather. And during this exercise, you don't want to speak. You want to predetermine the time of your meditations of the silence. One strong is an achievable goal, like one whole strong. I'm not going to say that other word they call for that time period from the month from Monday through Sunday. That's what she's talking about. Is an achievable goal to do these period of meditations in silence. Not speaking gives one an opportunity to listen, which is very important skill. This is a very humbling exercise in which you will be surprised at all that you will hear in the absence of speaking. You will develop a change of how you perceive others around you. You will develop an overstanding of others perceive of you. Remember, we used to say understanding.
Yep.
Overstanding of how others perceive you. You
Yep.
will be able to both assess and modify your responses and behaviors in your daily life for the better.
That's what's up.
So I did agree with her on those points. You know, I thought those are some very valid points that she did express out. That you know, God bless them. They know not what they do, Lord. I'll tell you. But with that being said, you know, me and brother, like I said, we do the research and we try to bring you some uplifting, empowerment, inspirational and spiritual vices that you can take from, you know, our book. Because this is a documentary, as you guys believe it or not, this is going to be in the cloud forever. So if you ever want to go back and hear these researches or pick up some of these books or things that we share with you, That's why it's always important for us to make sure that we're on air. We give you guys the opportunity to follow us. We give you guys the opportunity to stay in touch with us. So if you're unsure about any of your walks or journey through your metaphysics life, you got a home-based classroom, a home-based library right here at 2GO. So
Right.
don't sleep.
Because you might miss something.
You might miss something. And we don't want you to do that. So with that being said, I don't know, brother, what our time frame looking like.
Oh, we look good. We can do just it's 5, but we started late, so.
Okay. Yeah. So
We can go
looking
about
good.
another half an hour. We can take a break, a music break, and then we come back.
Okay, so we're gonna give you some more of this conscious music. So check it out and we'll be right back.
Walk more towards the ocean.
You see some of the pictures you snapped, I'm just sending them to me. So I can have them.
Feel the water at your feet.
Oh, okay. Take my phone.
Sing it to me. Feel the water at your shins. At your knees. At your thighs. Now place the boat into the ocean. Let the waves capture it as they rise. Send it love as it fades away. Send it love as it fades away. Send it love.
Yes.
It fades away.
Fabulous in the back.
Just send that negative energy. I don't know how to appreciate it.
I said that. You heard me saying I said I shouldn't. He asked me when I opened the tires over, he came in over there. When the nice skin guy that helped us when we first got here. Young guy, he came in behind. He got them set up.
They must be moving. They was on the levels. Send me any more pictures.
There is nothing more beautiful than spiritual union. Two souls that come together to destroy and kill the illusion of time and space and separation between the creator and her creation. Love is the joy that leads to salvation, ascension, and divine elevation. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine.
It look like my halo going around my
Yes,
head.
it do.
Elevate
That's
your mind.
perfect.
Open up your heart chakra.
You had to,
I ain't even playing it right
Elevate your
now.
mind.
oh, it came up like that on its
Open up your
own?
heart chakra.
Wow.
Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Yeah. I be on time when the time's right. Kundalini rise, hit your spine right. Elevate your mind so you shine right.
with the spine.
Get up out
And
your
I just
sign.
said something about the Kundalini, right?
Maybe we can elevate. Maybe we can levitate.
Never
Maybe we
die.
should meditate. Inhale and exhale. That's how we medicate. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind. Open
Activate
up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your. We come together, hearts wide open. It's a weather. Sweet view, sweet view. Yeah, yeah. Letting go of the illusion, elevate to the conclusion, into truth. Maybe we should meditate. Inhale and exhale, that's how we medicate.
I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind.
You see the one lane up there.
Meditate and shine.
Let me see about it.
It's gonna take time.
Elevate your mind.
No, it's gonna take a minute. It's still sending.
Oh,
I just wanna
Use my Wi-Fi.
elevate your mind.
Soon I get out of here, it'll go through. Yeah. It'll bounce to you soon I get out of here and pick up more Wi-Fi.
so we come back on the.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life.
All right. So I dug some more in her book. I knew I saw it just last evening. And it says, yesterday evening. I don't want to say last evening, yesterday evening. It says, it's a poem by Regina G. Ray, the artist and the author of the book that was here on our show 2 Saturdays ago. And this is a poem she wrote. It says, to all God's Black children from the Nile and India and Indonesia, Nepal and beyond, Australia, Aboriginal, Americans, a camp and alike, Black China, Black Mexico, Eskimos, South Pacific, Hawaiian Islands, Burma, Caribbean, Honduras, Peru, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Dominican too, Cuba, Brazil, and Ghana and Kemet, Iran, Iraq, tripolar world through conquest, rape, and forced labor. Your seed has been whitened. Your now heads of states are required skin lightening. Your goods, culture, clothes, and dance are televised with only bright faces that by false standards don't offer those that claim to be in the power races. Your news is broadcast from minority perspectives. Your Africans hidden out of cameras' directions. So the world cannot see that once and still now you are Black like me.
That's cool. That's a nice little poem.
Yeah, she reached all the continents and cities and countries that have skin of melon. That let you know that we international, baby. And
That's cool.
we international known and have been researched for years. They They can't really pull us into the science lab and strip us down on our DNA, but they tried. That's what they're doing with these jabs and stuff that they're making us take in order to survive. And also, I believe that is truly, like I said, a soft martial law way of keeping us in classification, like your blood type, how much money you got, where you living, class, and all of that stuff. The day-to-day, your day-to-day matrix. They want to be in control of everything. So that's
not only when it ain't all about control too. It's about population control. They want a whole lot of these people on the earth to be gone.
It's too many of us. The gentrification is always some type of way.
You know, so basically you gotta realize it's a choice in the mountain. Everybody have a choice, and it's just like what you want to do. Some people ain't ready to give up the lifestyle that they clinging to, that they so used to. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna change regardless.
Regardless.
With or without the jab. So they, you know, like I said, they're at the first stages of it, you know, but you can't please these people. You know what I mean? So you just gotta learn ways to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And keep learning new ways when they come up with something, or even before they come up with it. You know, you gotta learn how to, we got our willpower. We can will things into existence. You know, when we got souls and we get this will. That's real magical people. We can think something. You know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. You know, we can send thoughts, we can receive thoughts. You know, so that's why they try to classify your pineal gland. You can look up that, you know what I'm saying? And you get that clear and get it open. That's the seat of the soul right there. And you just keep on moving forward. You know, and then you want to be worried about nothing. You know, it's all about detaching. You know, you won't, because they control you. Once they get you in their fear tactics, they got you. But you can be like, it's whatever, then you good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep on moving.
Yeah.
You can go your own way.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it may seem like every time we say something, we got a song for it.
Yeah.
So that's the light glow codes. You know, we waking up, we look at movies, we look at it,
everything.
You know, because they tell you the truth right there in the movies, right there in the songs. You know, you just got to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and that's what I wanted to ask you too. Did you finish the Discovery of Witches? You finished all the episodes? I ain't finished all of it. I watched like about 4 or 5 of them, and you know how you get sidetracked doing other things. Because when I sit down and watch, I watch it 4 or 5 or 6 of them so I fall, you know, during the dream time. So, but they showing us really, basically they showing us, we already know. Yeah. They just showing it. Even though it advanced off to other areas of the secret society world that they historically have, you know, created over times, but it's folktale. But then too, but only known factor has been truly proven is the witch factor. Like all them other entities, I guess that came along, like the demons and the vampires. I know there have been people portraying that in the past, but I have not gotten research into finding out those other entities. My only interest is the discovery of witches and how you know, the magic has always been, and how we retrieve the magic from birth, even from before we were even thought of in this time. It was things already placed on our lives through our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to feel through the filters of this matrix and pick up that baton and carry on. It's all of it bases in our DNA. We correct. Remember, you know, our DNA holds, I mean, years of information. You know what I'm saying? And it's just remembering, opening back up, because we already know everything. You know, it's been blocked off, and this is our science, and we're getting it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you
getting it
gotta
back,
pursue
cleaning it up to
You
the
gotta
truth.
pursue it, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta filter through
And
it
that's
and
what
clean
they
it
don't
up.
want.
They don't want us to filter
Their
through it.
time is up.
They done hit it and blacked it out and scratched it out and snatched it out. And I'll make a song of that. They done hit it, done blacked it out, they done scratched it out, and done snatched it out.
Yeah.
Our history, you know what I'm saying? They pick and choose of what they want us to know. That's why our kids that went through all these years, even before me, never having full image of Black history. You know, they fed us on their stories, but they never gave us our
They
stories.
took our story and put their picture in, but they put their likeness to it,
Yes,
switched it up,
exactly.
you know.
Because far as
created
when
their
I
own.
researched, first they were saying it was a white man that created the AC. White man ain't never have to suffer no heat because he always had one of us to fan him down. So it was a black man that
Yeah,
discovered
it
the
got
AC.
too hot, so I can't take this no more. Most of the stuff that we create come from some dislike, you know, to make our life better.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's for sure. And
the
you know,
elevator, but we got time walking up steps. You know what I'm saying?
because they was making us climb up these high rise, cleaning these high rise penthouses, and so you know, every time you know, they man make a plan, our man make a plan, you know, to go with their plan, to integrate, to help us.
Yeah, they was stealing back there from slaves and stuff. You know, because
Yeah.
we up in that 4D, you know, and that 5D, that 5D, we bring stuff to this reality. And if certain people can't get there, they stuck here in this 3D and the 2D and down below. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we created damn near everything. And if they got their name on something, we probably created that too. They took it from us. You
Exactly.
know, because we couldn't read and write even back then. You know, if you came up with something, if that slave master owned you, they take what you did, they got the copyrights.
They got it.
You know, they had it even back then.
They got it. Yeah. So, and then they make us feel like we derive from nothing. And
Let's
you know,
change these words, though. That don't make me feel like shit.
like I said, they tried to. Yeah, you're right. Change from back in
Once
the
you
day.
been woke,
Yeah,
when
they
you woke,
can't affect you no more.
That shit don't even.
Yeah, but they still doing it because like these kids, that's why these
That's why
kids are
that's
out
to
here.
teach the kids. You know what I'm saying? Is that stuff? You know, you still got a lot of people ain't woke up yet, but they waking up fast. And you know, if you find out that a person don't want to wake up, you can't force them. They love, you know, being told what to do. They love the matrix. They don't know nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a lot of people think ain't no way out of it. So, you thinking foolishness, or you trying to be this, or you trying to be bougie, or you trying to think you gonna do this. Like somebody had said something to me before, and they real close to me, but you know, the shit bounced off me. Like you know, I repel. You know, I got so much repelled on me, it just bounced on me and bounced off. And it was an older, wiser person, claimed me to be. And she is wise about some things. So she gonna tell me something she didn't see how something was gonna work out, but it wasn't for her, it was my situation. So it wasn't really for her to see how it was gonna work out.
Right.
So she first of all, she wasn't minding her business.
Right.
So she gonna talk about, yeah, all that stuff you do, it must not be working. That's what she said.
What you say? What was your comeback?
My response is, I say, well, first of all, it's not what you know, what I'm doing far as what I'm doing with that stuff, because it's not for you. It's working for me. I say, just give it time and you'll see. And damn, here we go. She see it. So
Hatred.
yeah, you know, people we will go
from the sideline.
Yeah, there's deep people that's down inside, people that's
That's why
supposed to
it's
be
good
close
not
to
to
you.
let people know all your business too.
Right.
And even if they do know it, you know, she said that. That's why I was saying what your response is.
Mhm.
You know, because
And that's why I reflected back saying, it's not for you, it's for me. So I took that energy from her knocking it down negatively and I turned it to a positive and say, see, it's not for you, it's for me. So whatever you thought negatively of my situation, it ain't for you to think about anyway, because it's for me.
So what she said?
She ain't say nothing, she couldn't say nothing. She was like, well, I was just saying, I'm not, you know, I was just saying, you know.
You just keep your saying over there.
Yeah, just keep saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna keep just saying, I'm gonna keep on doing.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Because what? Action speaks louder than words all the time, all the time. Yeah, but you should have seen that frequency, man, locked down on that daggone show last night.
Oh, you finished watching? How many episodes you watch?
It's only two that they released. Two
2 seasons, right?
no
Which show you talking about? Talking about the one you told me about?
no, the Discovery Witches. No, they got like 9 episodes, so you got like 4
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
But I was talking about the documentary, a Janet Jackson documentary. I mean, it was so many people locked on to that network last night, Lifetime. It was overloaded.
Okay.
Mine didn't even come through until this morning. That's how many people was giving that button attention.
And attention. Yeah, that's what it's about. You know? And she got all that energy.
She got all of it for 2 nights, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so she good.
Yeah, she Gucci. Yeah, and now she gonna go on tour.
Like an energy bank. On swole.
Yep, she gonna go on tour now. New music, a new movie. Watch all this gonna be coming out.
That's what it's about. So man, if you know, we teaching you the codes. You know, if you can just hear it and receive it and not try to block it, then you will manifest even more.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like brother here. I can hear some growling over there. I don't know if it's your stomach, but I know my stomach is.
I'm eating this tea. I made egg salad this morning.
Oh, okay.
And I was good.
Okay. I had a little cup.
Might be you.
Yeah, I had a little cup of oatmeal. I don't know why I be playing with myself sometimes, but I had a little cup of oatmeal and my vitamins and some grapefruit, red grapefruit drink. So, but I'll be all right. I'm gonna go home. I'm ready to go leave out of here and grab me some vittles. But with that being said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be right back here next strong close. Bringing you some more research, some more.
We'll let you know going on that Wednesday who the guests will be.
Yes, we'll let you know who our guests will be for the remaining Saturdays in this month.
This is it for this month. Today, 29th.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we'll be coming back to you guys on a new month, another beginning of 22, the second month.
So-called Black History Month.
Yeah, so-called.
We got Black History 12 months out of the year.
That's right. We always doing historical things.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just not once a year. It's every day of the year, like brother said.
Yeah.
So don't
Don't wait for them to give you something, take it and claim it. You know what I'm saying? Because if they did want to give it to you, would they give you the shortest month of the year? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
And now they try to take that back from you. When I was working a job, they had, they say every February, Black History Month. Then all of a sudden they took that shit down and they called it Culture Month. So all the other races put their stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and I just want to say this to my fellow American awake and unawoke folks. This is the tax time, and you already gave them back your stimulus. You already spent all that in retail for Christmas. Get your taxes and do something and make an investment for your family. Stack and build. Get that into your mentality. Stack and build. While they planning and trying to kill, you can stack and build. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind when you filing your taxes. And I'm telling you, these are times when you need to save some things. And I'm not just talking about money. So, but majorly your money, because we get ready to run into some tight times. They're talking about war. They're talking about all these other things around us, which is putting another spin on our matrix with some more negativity. So if you
another thing too, this money about to collapse. So that's why they got this new currency out. So, money, somebody threw away a bunch of this on the highway. There's millions of dollars out on the street, people jumping out their cars, picking it up. So if we start seeing different things going around about money.
Research as to how you can make yourself make money. You know what I'm saying? Be creative in your craft, or like brother, I know you did some couple of investments with you tried a couple of things with the coin, with the Bitcoins and a couple other things. So
cryptocurrency, that's basically what I'm trying to go in.
And they can't lock it down, they can't control it, so it is always going to be what it is, because it's crypto. So, and the government ain't got no guidelines on that, so they still working. So all I'm just saying, instead of taking your tax money and be foolish, take your tax money and try to
Invest some of it.
and invest some of it to, leave some for your family behind. Leave a mark behind, like Beyonce say, you gotta leave your mark behind. You want your kids to have something they can carry on in your name. So with that being said, next episode, continue to be highly favored. I'm not gonna say the other one you don't like, so continue to be highly favored.
I ain't saying like what we doing. We breaking down the etymologies of words and we doing away with certain words.
That's right, because everybody is on that now. If you don't change it,
That's
nothing
what
will
we ain't
change
saying,
for
'cause
you.
it's a spell. They're
Yep.
trying to keep them in
If you
that
don't
spell.
change it, nothing will change for you. So you gotta change some
Want
things.
something different, you gotta do something different.
Exactly. Want some different responses and whatever you put out there, you want to come back, you gotta put something different out there so it can come back. So like I said, next week, next show, and look for our entities on Wednesday to find out who will be our guests or what lessons we will be bringing forth for our research. So one love, one hour.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way. With a sense of purpose and that love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise, gratitude for the sunshine.